Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm helping you level up your communication skills. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to join me for 3 weekly videos by hitting that subscribe button along with that bell notification right on below. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about creativity and how a daily activity such as walking ties into creativity. Before I do that, I want to bring up 2 unique individuals, Nikola Tesla, Ernest Hemingway. What is it that these 2 individuals have in common? I don't know. Think about it. What do these 2 individuals have in common? Well, both of these individuals were known for their ideas. One in the domain of engineering, the other in the domain of writing. Exactly. The question is, how did they get their ideas? There's a lot of normal answers to give. They practiced, they researched, they studied, the normal answers. But the deeper answer is that both of these 2 individuals were prolific walkers. Why? What does walking have to do with creativity? It has a lot to do with it. And before I give you the exact reason why it has a lot to do with it, I want to talk about knowledge. What satisfies true knowledge? If you were to ask me, true knowledge is something that satisfies Eastern worldview plus Western worldview. If the West is simply agreeing with it and the East is like, nah, this is garbage, or vice versa, then something about this knowledge seems only half. Walking is extremely powerful because it satisfies Eastern plus Western worldview. Let's start off with Western. In the Western worldview, Western psychology predominantly talks about the conscious and the subconscious mind. Great artists know how to create with their subconscious mind, which is very difficult. By no means is creating with the subconscious mind easy. Why? Because the conscious mind is constantly thinking, planning the activities for tomorrow, dwelling on what happened yesterday. Which is why, in terms of walking, what we need to do is we need to find that sweet spot. How can we engage the subconscious mind at will? Picture a speedometer as you're driving a car. In terms of this speedometer, this right here represents completely inactive. This right here represents active, very active. This is you sitting on your couch watching a Netflix show. This represents you lifting intense weights, doing burpees, hiking up a mountain. Creativity is found in this sweet spot right here, and that's walking. Walking has certain activity without you being too active. In this zone right here of the speedometer, a person can disengage the conscious mind and engage the subconscious mind, which is why walking satisfies the Western worldview of unleashing creativity. Now, in terms of the Eastern worldview, this one, in my opinion, is extremely mind-blowing. Because in terms of Eastern worldview, there is no such thing as empty space. Empty space is something which only seems like a thing due to the limitations of our perception. In reality, as I'm speaking right now, there's radio waves flying all around me. There's heat waves all around me. There's all sorts of different waves from the electromagnetic spectrum flowing all around me. In terms of the Eastern worldview, another wave which is flying all around me are thought waves. And walking, what it does is it turns a person into an antenna which tunes into all these different waves which are out there, all these different thought waves. Did you know that Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest minds of all time, said that he's not creating all these ideas, He's tuning into a higher power. Whether Ernest Hemingway or Nikola Tesla were aware or not, walking, their prolific walking, served as a huge tool in terms of amplifying their creativity. Whatever platform that you're in, whether it's writing, speaking, creating videos, try leveraging walking a little bit more. It's free, you don't need to pay any money for it, and you could do it as soon as you're done watching this video right now. Leverage walking and skyrocket your creativity. Thank you for joining the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel, and I'll catch you on the next episode.